So feminists, do they really want equality? Well, if they did, they would really either not want to exist or they would want more men's rights groups to come into fruition because equality, right? Across the board, not selectively. They want consistency, don't they? They want women to have much harsher sentences for prison and to be convicted more. They want that, right? Or they want men to be getting treated lighter, right? It has to go one way or the other. Women have to get it harder, men have to get it lighter. What about homelessness? We want more women on the streets? Or we want more men off the streets? Is anybody talking about this stuff for equality? Not really. What about who you're allowed to openly ridicule and belittle and take shots at? Oh, that'd be men, right? So what do we want? We want to stop that, or do we want to get women in on it, on some of this criticism that comes with all the privilege there is in this world for being a man? What about longevity, right? With age, women live a little bit longer. No denying it. Nobody's talking about closing that gap. Not really. But if men lived several years longer, I think we'd be hearing about that. We would be hearing about that a shitload. There's no denying it. If men have any kind of advantage, hot shit, women got to get in on that. It cannot be. It's automatically sexist. It's the patriarchy. It's unjust for men to ever have any kind of advantage at anything. Auto insurance rates, right? About that. Are those equal? Nah, they're not. But nobody gives a shit, right? Because women are coming out ahead there. How about child custody? There's a big one, right? We got to even that up, right? Men getting screwed in divorce court, losing custody of their kids, paying alimony. Once in a while you hear about a woman having to pay up to a guy, but it's not too often. And when they do, I think they're kind of outraged. They don't like that side of the equality. They only want the advantageous equality. And, how about these college degrees? More women getting them, right? Significantly more. Does anybody care about that trend? Does anybody say we have to even it up? We need a government program to focus on the men getting more degrees? They're a dying breed. No, nobody cares. It's only about any way that women are not ahead. That's what we need to focus on. Any way men are behind. Nope. Doesn't matter. Could be an exception maybe for the non-prestigious jobs. Do we need more women janitors, truck drivers, garbage men? Excuse me. Garbage person, right? They don't really push for that kind of stuff, right? It's only the areas that they're not naturally inclined to already be in. The more dangerous jobs, the math and science type jobs. They're not in there, and they certainly could be, but these feminists got to push them in there no matter what. Got to get them in there still. But janitors, nah, don't need that. And yeah, but they do want to change all the language, gender neutral, right? But not all of it, right? I mean, gunman. Everybody still says gunman. Nobody's gonna say gun person, even if it's a woman. I don't even. It's just. Well, they might not say gunman for a woman. Maybe not. But it sounds awfully sexist to say gunman. Nobody gives a fuck. Objectifying men, right? All that stuff. The romance novels. the shots of men with their shirts off at the beach and all that stuff. It's all great to objectify men. It's okay, or it's at least tolerated. Not with women. You can't enjoy looking at women. You can't enjoy looking at women at all. That sucks. It goes on and on and on. The stupid husband character on TV shows, sitcoms. You can only portray women in a positive light, right? That doesn't sound like equality. That sounds absolutely sexist to focus on having them portrayed in a positive light. You know, quite unfair. There's more and more, but those are just some of the ways that feminists are completely and utterly full of shit.